Good afternoon, everyone. This is Isabel Paradis. I'm talking to you, as you can see, from sunny Chicago. And I'm in the presence of someone I've known for a long time. He's also the CEO of AP Telecom, Eric Handa. Eric, welcome to my HotShot.
Thank you for having me. It's great to be here, and we're very lucky we've got great weather today.
Yes, and it's such a pleasure to be with you here today in, I think, the coolest and the prettiest city in the world, or one of them at least, a bit like us.
It's a beautiful day, and we've got great architecture. There's a lot of boats going by, so it's really a good day.
So Eric, I moderated a panel on digital transformation recently. And during the panel, we discussed connectivity, the role of connectivity in the digital transformation, and we all agreed that connectivity and undersea cables were taking or becoming more and more important in the society and the digital transformation of all that's around us. But I think beyond that, from your point of view, what are the main trends in the connectivity world?
Yeah, so to your point about being an important utility, just like water or electricity, access to the internet is becoming vitally important in a lot of areas of the world, not just North America or Western Europe, but in emerging markets like Africa and Asia and South America. So AP Telecom sees diversity, resiliency, and proper network planning to avoid points of failure as a really important area of focus in the next 2 to 3 years as we reach 2020. And a large part of that is driven by the fact that diversity enables networks to always remain on. Because of its importance, you need to make sure that those networks are always on 24/7, and that planning is really key to enable that to happen.
And I think a lot is happening in the connectivity space with OTTs, playing more and more of a disruptive role. But what do you think the connectivity world would look like in 5 years, if we're still here, if we've not retired yet?
If we're in Tahiti or Bora Bora, but no.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think it's a really good question. It's going to be exciting to see the new diverse networks and how the emergence of the OTTs transforms the industry. Are they going to start selling capacity? Are they going to perhaps offer capacity to folks that are not investing in new systems through third parties? How that plays out, I don't know, but there's some of the questions that remain to be seen and have to be answered.
Okay, so watch this space, I guess.
Yeah, definitely watch this space. I don't have a magic crystal 8-ball, but it's definitely something that has to be addressed in terms of a lot of the infrastructure, the capital expenditure that's going to investment, how that's going to end up into the general wholesale, the carrier community, and what's going to happen with that investment and that capacity.
Okay. Now, more importantly, what about AP Telecom? What do you do to enable all your customers to transform themselves, even in the connectivity world?
Well, we've been in business now for 8 years, since 2010, and effectively AP Telecom helps its clients support its financing package to build submarine cable systems. We specialize in pre-sales, offtake agreements, so we'll make a credit-worthy sale, and then our client, whether it's an entrepreneur or a telco, would enable them to go out and get debt financing. Perfect example of that would be Hawaii Telecom. They're one of our most successful clients. Working with Hawaiians was a pleasure. They went out and invested $30 million, and they got $36 million back before the cable went in the water. So that's our anchor success story. And we're now doing many projects. We're working with Deep Blue in the Caribbean. We're working across the Pacific with Pacific Light. We're working with the team at Aquacoms with Havfru on the North Atlantic. And we've done a really successful amount of projects in the last 8 years, 12 systems and just over $300 million in sales.
I know you're busy guys, and I see you everywhere, so it's always good. So, Eric, thank you so much for being part of my HotShot victim. Wasn't so bad.
It wasn't, and it's always a pleasure to see you, and I wish you all the best for the Chicago conference here at ITW. This is our last year in Chicago. Next year we're going to be in Atlanta, so hopefully we'll be able to film at a nice spot somewhere there in the south of the U.S. Next year.
For sure, and maybe then we can talk about the explosion of connectivity and what is actually triggering it.
Exactly, absolutely. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching, and until my next HotShot.